been a braider, loctician, or natural hairstyles for a while and your income hasn't really changed, or it keeps pretty much hovering around that same number year after year, this video is for you. Now, after 20 years in this industry, owning salons, training stylists, and employing them, and building multiple businesses, I've watched incredibly gifted stylists stay at the same income level for years. Not because they couldn't grow, but just because of a few mistakes that they didn't even realize that they were making. And once you see them, you'll understand exactly why your income feels stuck. Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Essence China. I've been behind the chair, I've owned multiple salons, and I've worked with countless stylists at every stage, from beginners to stylists who are owning six figures. And these are the 5 mistakes that stylists are making that are keeping them stuck at the same income level. Now, these aren't character flaws, y'all, but they are blind spots that if you find them, you can shift things for yourself. Now, most stylists were never taught how to build a successful business. We just knew how to braid some hair and we knew how to do some locks, and we just thought that just because we know how to do that equates to building a business, but it doesn't. So let's talk about it. Now, later I'm going to share with you how I help stylists work through these things step by step. But first, you need to see what's really holding you back. When stylists stay at the same income level for a long time, it's usually because they're repeating the same patterns, even though they're working harder. Mistake number 1, not fully understanding your value. It's important to understand that because sometimes stylists think that they're being arrogant when they release to stand up in the fullness of who they are. Now, this will show up with your pricing. Your pricing will feel uncomfortable. You will second guess what you charge. You may even bend and give your clients discounts because you don't really fully understand your value. You constantly compare yourself to other stylists. If you don't have clarity around your value, your skill level, your experience, your consistency, your clients won't either. And that doesn't mean that you're not good. It just means you haven't fully defined why you're valuable just yet. And a lot of stylists don't stop to acknowledge how much work they put in, how many heads that you've touched, how much they've improved, or how much you've improved, and how much care that you bring to your clients. The fact of the matter is, you're not average, you're not really replaceable, and you're not just doing hair. You bring something very rare to this industry, and when you understand your value, things change. But when you undervalue yourself, you discount your work, and when you downplay your growth, you quietly pretty much cap the amount of income that you're able to make. And a lot of times, instead of looking inward, we start looking at our clients and be like, man, I'm not making enough money. And sometimes you have it already. Sometimes we look at the economy and be like, well, it's the economy. Or we might look at the market and say, well, it's the market, it's the city I'm in. When the truth is, sometimes the very thing that's holding us back is being unclear about the value that you offer and what you bring to your community. And this is what is going to cap your income. Now, mistake number 2 is about fear. Fear of raising your prices, fear of losing clients, fear of people saying no, fear of being talked about, fear of outgrowing who you've always been or how clients have always perceived you. And fear doesn't usually show up loudly. It shows up quietly, and it sounds like, I'll raise my prices later. Let me just wait until things feel more stable. My clients can't afford that. You're counting their pockets, right? So instead of raising your prices when it's time, a lot of times you end up waiting. Meanwhile, your costs are going up, your products, things are changing, your energy is going down because now you're overworking for the value that you're bringing. Slowly start to resent what's happening in your business. More than likely, you're going to feel burnt out, you're going to feel tired, and you don't even necessarily understand why. You start feeling underappreciated, but you don't say anything. You start doing more for the same amount of money. And this is the part that really matters. Staying afraid doesn't protect your clients. It keeps you underpaid, even when your work has improved. Fear is going to freeze your growth. And if you don't learn how to move through fear, you'll keep choosing familiarity over expansion, meaning that you will continue to offer your services for a discounted price because you're afraid of growing. And so you have to take on a growth mindset in order for your business to grow, even when you've outgrown the level that you're at. Mistake number 3, not knowing your numbers. This one is big, y'all. Many stylists don't know what they made last month. You don't know how many clients you took. You don't know the average price that you charge for your clients. Overall, you don't know your monthly overhead. So your income feels random because you're not tracking anything. You can't really make intentional decisions if you don't understand what's coming in consistently, what's going out. If you're making 3 to 4K this month, then how can you grow to 7 or 10 if you're not even aware of what you're making? That's really important. Now, mistake number 4, no forecasting or understanding like what's gonna help you get to the level. Like, you have to have vision. A lot of stylists say, I want to make more money. I want to hit 6 figures, but they even ask, how many clients per week does that even mean for me to get there? At what price point? Like, what does my average ticket need to be in order for me to get to this dollar amount? What level of consistency do I need to have in order to get to this amount? You have to understand what it means to reverse engineer, because otherwise you're going to stay vague without a vision. Your effort is going to stay scattered. Like when you don't have vision, you're doing a whole bunch of unnecessary things. Your income is going to stay inconsistent. Guessing creates anxiety, y'all. You're just shooting in the dark. When you don't have a clear plan for growth, most stylists don't lack ambition. They lack clarity. They haven't really sat down and asked themselves, what does growth actually look like for me? Yeah, these questions are important. So instead of building intentionally, they stay busy. You might be staying busy. You might be working hard. You showing up, but you're not moving forward on purpose. And when you're busy without direction, your income stays exactly where it is. Sometimes you got to remove yourself from your situation to take a look back into your situation and say, where am I going? Mistake number 5 is undercharging and over-delivering. Now, this one is very common and dangerous because you're giving sometimes luxury level service. You're taking extra time, you're bending your boundaries, you're moving outside of your own integrity, you're overextending yourself emotionally, but you charge entry level prices. This is going to lead to burnout. It's going to lead to resentment and eventually stagnation. Over-delivering without structure isn't excellence. It's insanity, y'all. Now, these are the reasons why stylists feel stuck. They're talented, they're working, but no one ever taught them how to assess what's actually holding them back. That's exactly what I help stylists do in my mentorship, identifying the blind spots, getting clarity around income, and building a plan that actually supports your growth. Now, the link is in the description if you want to learn more. Staying at the same income level doesn't mean that you failed. It usually means that you've outgrown your current structure. And once you address that, growth becomes possible again. If this video gave you clarity, make sure you like it, leave a comment, share it with another stylist that you know, subscribe, because it helps this message resonate and hit more stylists that are in the same position. I will see you on the next video. Now it's time, y'all, to go up. Peace, y'all.